motivation to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on a sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, that mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little babies. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers.
Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Standing in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. That's me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle.
As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Minnesota Vikings. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, once again, from all of us at EA Sports, happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody's had a fantastic day on the couch, belt unbuckled, feet up. This, of course, the nightcap to a great day of football here this Thanksgiving holiday 2022. Harris going to get it again on second down. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing, Jones. The connection here with Nelson Agholor. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now this first drive looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Now Jones. He's got it complete to Agholor. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Down to the 25. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop it.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Jones. He finds Agholor over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and goal, Jones. Parker's got it for a Patriots touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A A give left side to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Vikings at 500, sitting at 5-5. They'll come in losers at 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Play action, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Cousins. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Cousins gives way to Cook. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They run it again with Cook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight. Perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak. Cousins again. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Joseph is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Patrick Jones from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner guaranteed they approach this point with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after getting a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it will be Vikings ball. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those sacks. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
They go play action. Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And it's going to be first down. Well done. Pick up there, 26 yards. That's the number 2 receiver there in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gun. First. Gun.
Throwing is Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hey, we're good.
Cousins now. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Adam Thielen, 34 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Great corner out there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off, following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Brian Asamoah making the play defensively, meeting him behind the line for a loss.
loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught by Aguilar.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Following the interception, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Madison is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good one.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he'll take this one down to the 36. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly and add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. At the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and help them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 84 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
A first down throw for Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. In motion goes the tight end. To throw again on second down. Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Greg Joseph on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
Joseph's got it, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball around much, however, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody. Now's their opportunity to do it again.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Folk connects on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13.
Nick Folk to kick off for New England.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 382, let's get them. Yellow. Where's the hot?
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Play fake, Cousins. And And that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Hey, no, easy. Hey, receiver.
They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. This down at the 32-yard line.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Still 9 remaining on second down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. And that nearly intercepted. But it's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. And now the rookie's free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now We're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And he's got it. So the drive or two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw. Jones. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Throwing, Jones. Pass incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Harrison Smith on the cover.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. That's caught by Myers. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, a 22.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Patriots are able to cut into this deficit. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Patriots 21. Nick Folk to kick off for New England.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
We are headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 109 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Joseph now on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stick in the case. Throwing on first down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Jones. He sets to fire deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
6 yards left on second down. On play action, Cousins winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Curtis Samuel, 60 yards. The Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now here's another carry for Harris. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Harris running straight ahead, and he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Well, he sniffed that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going, move the football.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Wager. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 131 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's going on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they'll have that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. And they take a knee. Defense walks off the field. They can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. To hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in the trenches. It's no difference. Fourth and inch.
Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, move it. We making movies, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This here rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. one shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot.